Hello and welcome back to a super rare episode of Make It a Double Double. Listen, we told you they're getting more sporadic. We're only going to be here if we've either one, got something to say, B/2, something's happened. As usual, I've got absolutely fuck all to say, but I'll talk anyway. However, something has happened, Aaron.
No more,
Something.
no more conversations of but have you ever had a podium? Or have you ever had a first
So,
place? Or have you ever won all?
so right, let's just fucking get into it. We'll talk about end of season, all that bollocks in a little bit, and how Sorede has died. We'll talk about all that shit. Remind the viewers out there, the loyal fans, what you've done.
All
Because
12
we've
of them.
talked about the Supers. Actually, yeah, no, we'll get into that in a minute. Talk to me about that first.
So we discussed this not long back about my change of plan on Sorare of I got bored with limiteds, I got bored with rares because they were so cheap. Everyone had the same cards, scores were huge. Crafting wasn't worth it 'cause even tier 2s were worth 10, 15, 20 quid. So I decided to kind of go shit or bust, sell everything and just go super rares, which was a gamble. But I also didn't go in and spend a load of money. I used sales. I sold MFL. I sold a load of stuff. I bought what I only thought of undervalued players. I didn't go out and buy someone who was L5 of 72, so he was at his peak and just try to buy quick wins. For example, my captain of this weekend was a £66 super rare that got me 178 points.
Wow, who was that?
The big boy Rahmani.
Which also, by the way, is fucking mental that he were 60 odd quid. Because he's always been a good scorer, and Napoli literally won the league.
So I do have two. So luckily, the 60 odd quid one was actually the one I used. It's not me just trying to.
Was that the first Super 8 ball when this happened?
Well, it was Issy first, which is where it all started, and I think Rahmani was potentially second.
It was either him or Jubal, wasn't it? They were like the first.
Yeah, they were close. So in fact, I've only just realised his last sale was 120 quid. So I've doubled my money in him alone.
Right.
His floor's 300.
So you said the aim from now until the end of the season was basically to grind essence, to craft an in season when it rolled back around, because you've only done champ and prem, haven't you? You've accidentally got a super rare Utanaki armor, but that's not the point.
Beautiful card.
Beautiful card, and stressfully, you've ended up with 4 contender essence.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Luckily, we're not talking about crafting today.
No, we're not.
Listen, I'm going to give myself some credit because I said going into the last game of the season, the hardest thing to do is even get 5 starters.
Yeah,
because so many teams have got fuck all to play for. In like after the Napoli game, after Napoli and Inter played, you knew who'd won the title. So that fucking throws everything into like a spanner in the works. And I said, just in passing, if you get 5 starters this week, you could be on for something. Thinking
very
maybe
favourable fixtures.
Yeah, thinking that. Well, no, you had some tough ones. Thinking that maybe like a tier 4, tier 5. But you won a tier 4 though.
I did win a tier 4 with my backup team, which sounds stupid that it's a backup team and it had Pickford, Rahmani, Wan-Bissaka, but it was. They scored. Bearing in mind this is the backup team. They scored 514 points to get me 6th.
Mental.
Which, to be honest, if you'd have said that before, like, would you take 514? Obviously, I'd have snapped your hand off. Yeah. I thought that had a podiumed this week, that weekend, given the fixtures and rotations and
up until the last 10 minutes, even last 5 minutes, really, that it was third. Third.
That'd have been even more mental because that'd have been another 200 quid on top.
Yeah, 200 quid on top.
Yeah, they finished 6th. On top of the first team, the first team, I mean, is in my first choice picks, not the team that finished first.
Both.
But But yeah, both. It fits both. I have got my first ever podium, first place. Just everything. It's my first of like any sort of significant win in 3.5
Fucking
years of Sora.
mental. Maybe
So what do we do?
maybe a month and a half after. Yeah, hey mate, I've pulled out an alcoholic
we're
beverage to
celebrating.
celebrate with you. I've got a Berry Sublime because that lineup was Berry Sublime. So I'm joining you, pal.
I've got a rosé prosecco that was left over from the missus having friends round at the weekend.
Hey, speaking of rosé, this performance has been a rosy one, hasn't it?
So before I share my screen, I did like that, by the way. I didn't know if the scrunched up face was a shit transition or not.
Talk me through the five first. So what five? So you've talked about Pickford, Wan-Bissaka, Rahmani being in the second team. Who won it for you?
So I'm going to go from keeper to extra, as you put it in.
Bottom to top, yeah.
So not going to drag it out too long because people are probably just here to see what I got and then they're going to fuck off. But the reason I got this keeper, again, this is what I mean about buying smart for me, which I've never done before until I've got into supers. He just got given a contract till 2030 or something stupid.
Is it? Oh,
is it
it's
2028?
a silly one, isn't it? No, but
this is stupid. Yeah,
the keeper's a silly one.
It's like, it's like 4 or 5 year contract. He's had an unreal season. Yeah, cheers, pal. He's had a really good season. My trusted Rayo Vallecano, he wasn't even the starter at the start of the season. It was Cardenas, I think he's called.
Yeah.
He wasn't great. Vitala came in, took the first team spot, and scored me a 76.2 at home to Mallorca. With the bonus, ended up on a 95.2.
That bonus is silly.
Can't knock it. Can't knock it. So then you go on to the defender. Now, I've spoke about this. This isn't even Rahmani. I've spoke about this guy a lot. I'm thinking he's undervalued.
Yeah.
Mateus Oliveira.
Yeah. I remember you going. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Potential rotation risk because Spinazzola were there when he were injured. Spinazzola played really well. I was very surprised that he came straight back in. But not only did he play well for me, he also played centre half.
Played centre half, yeah, because Spinazzola did play. Spinazzola played left back.
He's played centre half the last 2 games, scoring a 26 AA and a 38 AA in those 2 games.
Rahmani.
He finished on.
That's like having 2 Rahmanis in a team.
Yeah, it's stupid. So he ended up on a 73.2. Not
crazy. Not setting the world alight.
Bonus gets you a 92.3. So you're averaging like 94 points a player at this point.
Mental.
My other defender, who I've mentioned, is Rahmani. Got himself 100. I also captained him. So the only player in the team to get 100.
Just inspired. Which, by the way, if you'd have captained any other player, you wouldn't have
won it.
No.
Because I won it by 8.06.
That lad was creeping up. There were a lad behind you who had Pickford, and he were creeping.
Yeah, it was a very, very weird situation because he had Pickford.
Yeah.
And I had him in my second team.
You had Pickford, yeah.
So I needed Pickford to do well, but not well enough
not
to
so
knock
well.
me off yeah. It was a really weird scenario. And then there's another player who I'll mention in a minute because he had him captain. So yeah, Rahmani with his captaincy bonus got 178. I'll never score that again with another player, I don't think.
No.
I don't think I can ever score that.
Mental.
And then we went on to the midfielder who got an assist in like the 20th minute or something like that. Yeah, and it just set the tone. It set the tone. As soon as he got that assist, I was first, and I didn't drop off first for the rest of the day. Christian Norgard, a £55 midfielder. He's not even. He's cheaper than that now. If you wanted him, I think floor's like 30 odd for his passing.
How much was Batala, by the way? Did you say?
Oh, I think I got him for 300.
And what was
for a starting super rare keeper is daft. 42.
So you're on
400.
That's 400. About 450.
450 quid. 450. And then my final player is my forward in Jared Bowen, who got a goal and assist with Norgard got 88.5 With his bonus, it meant 114.2. Jared Bowen, £95.
Fucking unbelievable.
So this team, if they were the only 5 I bought, was about like you say, about 6. We're at 650 then.
No, 550 because it was 450 before you Bowen.
Oh yeah, so it's 550 quid, give or take 10, whatever.
Yeah.
So 550 quid. He got a goal and assist, 87.4, putting him in 107.5. My highest ever score. I'll never beat it. I know I'll never beat it, but I don't care because I've got a first place of 587.15.
580 points is fucking nuts.
I've never. You only see 600s very, very rare, and it's normally unique.
Unique, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I can't knock it.
What have you won?
According to Sorare data, because I haven't opened my reward yet, which is why I'm still a bit nervous and shaky at this point, is that according to Sorare data, it is a tier 4 for the second team.
Yeah.
First place gets you a tier 1 super rare with 522 quid, or for you Americans, $700.
$700.
So those 5 alone are now paid for.
Paid for. Yeah. Paid for. Finished. Yeah. Mental.
And I'm going to see it as that forever, that they're now free cards.
Yeah, they are free. They literally are free cards.
100%. I might even spend the 500 I've won and still free.
Girl math. It's girl math. Heather can't say anything, mate. It's girl math. She'd do the exact same.
So that was my weekend, mate.
I think it's time because we don't need to talk about mine because Ura were rotated. Raysol drew 1-1, and every MLS team that I had conceded. So that's immediately me just fucked, innit? I hit the 3. I hit the streak. If that counts, I won $3. But it don't quite.
Win.
You sent. No, it was Mark that sent the screenshot of his manager watch list, and it was you on top winning 520 quid. Then me in second winning £1.83, and Mark in third winning £1.83.
The boys are winning.
Winnings are winnings, right, mate. I'm telling you. Fucking let's. I'm so scared. I was spamming through. I was absolutely spamming through. Let us get on top there. Oh, can we be bigger? Oh, do we?
Could do with, because I think that's best. People don't need to see us as much.
No, you're right. I was swiping, trying to refresh everything because I was panicking like fuck that fella were catching you.
This is why we need to talk. This is why we need to talk about Sorare data, because it was pivotal to that day. It was so important to that day for me. So let's ignore everything for now. I'm gonna press view now. Normally I press the X because I don't have fucking anything there.
Yeah.
So I don't have to press view now. I just close it. I never know what this does. Oh, 700. I can check my results as well. I know I've been through it, but people can get a bit of a visual image if you're using.
It's just mental to see, innit? No, that is your result, though.
Oh, is that what it means? It just does that again?
So, yeah.
As you can tell, I
you don't do this often.
Right, well.
Oh, it's got to be tier 4 first. It's got to be tier 4 first.
I've got no hope for this. I've checked the pool. It did.
Hey, listen, shit. if it's usable, that's great. Listen, he plays.
Yeah, he plays, and he's 22.
He plays, and he's 22. I don't think that's terrible.
I'm not going to argue that.
Tier 4.
Let me have a look. You don't even when you put Coney and he don't even come up on the list, which means he's not that important.
Yeah. You get Richard Coney coming up before him. Fucking Wickham.
Wow. Where there he is. What the fuck?
What?
He's a nearly a 20 quid player. His last price, it says his average price is like 30 odd quid.
That's not bad at all.
It's at that.
For a tier 4, there's much worse players in that tier 4 pool.
Hey, he scored at the weekend. He just gave a pen away as well. He got a goal and assist in 20 minutes of a day.
Bloody hell. I have to keep
I'll take it. It's a definite keep. There's no point in me selling him for 20 quid. So, before I press go, we did have a discussion because I've obviously checked the pool.
Yeah.
I've been through every single player in this pool about 3 times. There is 3 players I'm desperate for. If one of them pops up, I think I'd have to keep them. Dean Henderson. Now, people might
Yeah.
be thinking, what a weird
Yeah.
shout.
Yeah.
Could potentially, if they don't rotate keepers, be a European keeper next season.
Absolutely.
Palace do score well at home. It's another keeper, which means I can do 2 Prem teams,
And
3 Champ teams.
he's invincible as well. Even when he should get sent off, he don't get sent off. So he's like
Exactly.
a nailed on player, yeah.
I've already got Lacroix, so there's a defensive stat.
And I've already got. I feel like I'm manifesting the Dean Henderson because I've got the Gold Birds, the Eagles. It's there.
There we go.
Who else?
Second, Declan Rice.
Fuck me.
I'm crying out for a big Prem midfielder because don't get me wrong, Norgard's obviously just smashed it, but he's
How
not
the
that
fuck is Declan
consistent with
Rice
it.
a T1?
I don't know, but he's in there. Odegaard's in there, but for some reason Odegaard doesn't score fantastic. As in, he's good, but he's not amazing. Whereas Declan Rice is so
Well, it's
consistent.
he's on all sets, corners, free kicks.
Yeah. So then the last one is the so rare legend of Ryan Cherky. I didn't think I'd ever own a super rare Ryan Cherky. So
that would be
if he pops up,
a big move coming in this summer as well.
I know, and I feel like he'll just smash it wherever he goes.
I've been looking, and there are some really nice players that fuck me. Oh, I feel more sick than whenever I've opened my own rewards.
This is one of them where I keep saying I'm not even bothered because it's just an extra win, but I do really care at the same time.
You've come first in champ.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right, I'm going to do it.
Oh, fuck. Defender.
That's not a good start. French. Hernandez. Theo Hernandez.
That's got to be good.
Mate, that's really good.
What
I saw him in the pool.
He used to absolutely bang as well.
He's not as good as he used to be, but AC Milan have dropped off big time this year. So I think next year he could be a top tier defender.
Listen, he's still 200 quid.
Yeah.
Like his floor is 200 quid. That puts your reward up to 740 quid.
Oh yeah. I will probably base it off the classic price now because season's ended, so I don't think people are paying
classic. Yeah, true.
I'm gonna say 160, but I don't care.
Even still, that is mental. I'm
holding that.
Are you gonna do it to yourself and see what second place won? Actually, no, it don't matter because they didn't win a tier 1 anyway, did they? Seconds.
No, they get tier 2,
innit?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Listen, I think that's a really good win, personally.
Oh yeah, I'll take that all day.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think that's stunning.
That's my most expensive ever card win, most expensive ever cash won, first ever podium. Can't hate it.
That's mental, isn't it? That is absolutely mental.
That, other than... in fact, this will be a good one to check. I think other than Trent, he's my most expensive outfielder.
Really?
Yeah, unless McAllister's now more expensive because he was smashing it at one point.
That's crazy.
What's McAllister worth now? Oh no, I've got Son. I've got Heung-min Son as well. Yeah, so McAllister, Trent, Son, and then him. Inaki Williams is similar as well, but I can't argue that. I want to get the lineup up and show people.
So even for second, the lad won $400 in a tier 2. I don't think that's bad, is it?
There's your lineup,
classic comp. It's just beautiful, isn't it? You might have to do that thing where people get them printed off and framed.
Yeah, like
let me just say this. How many super rares have you got?
It's a good question. Not tons.
Do you want to know how many he's got?
Oh, go on.
526.
I've got 32. I don't think it's added the latest 2, so I think I've got 34.
He's got just less than half as many uniques.
I'm just going to see his cards and see if he's claimed
18 uniques. Ginter, I mean, none of them are very good, but that's not the point, is it?
He ain't opened his yet. He's just bought a Trafford.
He's got a unique, good lad to be fair. Unique Josip Stanisic, unique Joachim Andersen, Decore. That's mental, and he won most of them. That is
feel like
mental.
I don't know how to check what he's won.
Ask George. George will tell you.
Yeah, you've got to go on So Red. Well, you can only do this for a certain amount of time, but you're meant to go on So Red Data and then
Well,
go on the
let's listen. Congratulations,
yeah.
beautiful stuff.
I've got to say I'll
But
stop
let's
sharing
talk
it
about
next.
the real shit. Rest
Yeah,
in peace, Sorare Data.
yeah. I'm gutted personally. I barely use Sorare's actual site.
Yeah,
And
I.
this weekend alone, I was swiping, I was getting score updates, I was
I'll be
checking
honest.
everything. It's
We
so easy to
must
use.
we must have thrown it. There must have been 6 or 7 of us who were just watching your scores,
Yeah,
and I think there were only one lad who put a screenshot from Sorare's web, like actual, like
yeah.
Sorare. Me,
And that was
you,
just to
and
get the
James.
leaderboard.
Yeah, me, you, and James all put different screenshots in, all from various screens of Sorare Data.
Yeah,
What I will say is I think it's gone downhill.
yeah,
I think it's on its way out because Sorare are taking the features and implementing themselves. Like, I think there will come a point quite soon where you start using Sorare for what you use Sorare Data for, and other than like user interface, don't notice that much of a difference.
no.
But it's just Sorare Data has been there since like we started playing the game, hasn't it? I kind of
It's not even. It's like it's lineups. I don't even
yeah
like. If I go on to Sora Data, I just go on and I literally your lineups are there. I don't
yeah
have to click out, or I go on the game week and things like that, and it's like it's done. I feel like if I go on the Sorare app, I've only just started using the app now because to try and
yeah
get used to it for when it fucks off, and it's like now I know they've got scores at the bottom, but a lot of them don't really matter. Players at the bottom, the market's crap on phone. I think.
yeah.
Um, I just don't think it's a very enjoyable
I'm getting
app.
there. I've been trying to use it a bit more. I do use it a little bit more because sometimes, well, actually, sometimes Sorare's updates are slower than Sorare Data,
Yeah,
which I don't understand. Like, you can be in first on Sorare Data, on Sorare, but have dropped to fourth on Sorare Data, and in 10 minutes it'll update. It's a weird one.
yeah,
Yeah, I think now that they've introduced the tabs at the bottom, so like where you've got home, scores, play, market, and cards, like you can go straight to play, and you've got this week's lineups there. I do like that more.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, we'll just have to see. I kind of saw it coming a little bit. Like you said, I think he was just wanting to go independent anyway with his content. But like Laird leaving Sorare Data, like I think that was a massive shock for a lot of people.
yeah,
Like he's the face of Sorare Data, or was.
yeah. It is.
And listen, that's a handsome face, and it's a generous face. It's a nice face.
Yeah,
Do you know what I think? I think that's the thing I miss most about not having social media is Laird, just in
he's
general.
led.
So Laird, reach out, buddy. Drop Mark a message, get my number, get me on WhatsApp. Miss you, love you. That's a good Luke Bryant song, isn't it? Love you, miss you, mean it. Oh, a bit of country banger. Oh, lovely. I don't really know what else I'm fucking saying, to be honest. No, that's
I'll
the
be
other
honest.
thing.
I'm just checking what Manion's price is in case I need a.
In case you need a double
an
stack.
AC.
This is the opposite of what you were supposed to be doing. You were talking about taking some money out, return on investment, and you're like, yeah, but not a
I
super rare
am.
keeper.
I am because I'd have to put the entire amount into
This
game,
is what
so
I
I don't need to
mean.
do that. Yeah, some of it's
Obviously,
coming out.
for you now, that is, you've got one limited lineup, haven't you, for the summer?
Yeah, I'm just gonna chuck it out every weekend.
What, like end of season, is there anything that's happened that you think is a surprise?
Story wise or football wise?
Either.
Um, yeah, I'm thinking so rare wise. I would normally see more of a panic towards the end of the season. I know I'm not buying and selling limiteds and rares,
Yeah.
but it seems to be now with collections, with the chance of what's it called, where you vaulting or whatever they're on about doing potentially. Vaulting coming in, essence grinding and things like that. It seems like people are happy to hold in-season cards for next year to use them as classic. Especially when you look at the likes of these people that are putting out in-season lineups that cost them thousands at the start of the year. That's probably got them enough money back. You'd have thought they'd have potentially then sold them, kept the cash in season again next year. I do think it'll be very interesting next year if Sorare change gameplay again, because it does seem very new what they've got set up.
I feel like
I think it just needs to be stagnant for a while now. Have the same
with
thing
them
for a bit.
just getting rid of divisions like how it used to be. I think you'll see less of a change.
Yeah,
because like that feels like the last big update, and like where do you really change it? The only thing would be champion going down to individual leagues, which
like they did with MLS.
You've seen with Prem, MLS, La Liga. You've seen it like a bit of Bundesliga, but not as much. Would fuck you.
It would, but I also think Sorare wouldn't do it. I think it'd screw them that much because it'd piss that many people off that they'd have to rejig galleries to just get involved with any sort of comp.
The whole thing is like stars being stars, and that's when if you end up fucking over the people who've got like Mbappe, Kimmich, Kane, like do you know what I mean? Haaland, De Bruyne, like all these big players, and you can't use them in one lineup. That's when you'd see the whales getting pissed off. You know, like your Azzy Macs, your Pranksies, like you fucking top dogs. Do you know what I mean? Like your real top ball players. And they're not the people they want to piss off. So.
Imagine you went with the idea of what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 5 or maybe like 6 of the best champ players, and I'm going to put that lineup. So it'd be Alisson, it could be Hakimi, then it could be Kimmich, then it could be Mbappe, and they're all in different leagues, and they just went right. We're splitting them up into individual now.
Yeah, mental, and you literally just don't have a lineup anymore. But what I will say about leagues is champion leagues are really showing why they're champion, and the J League can get in the fucking bin. Is what the J League can do.
Before you start bitching about the J League, speaking of divisions, it wasn't long ago that they removed divisions from Super Rare.
Yeah, you'd have probably been in Div 2 or Div 3.
Well, I think they were only Div 2, Div 1. But I can't remember what my week before was like. But to be fair, I might have had a team in Division 1, which that would have gone into anyway.
There was no guarantee.
No, I'm trying to look now what my week before were like.
Yeah, imagine you'd won it and you'd been in Div 2. That would have been a killer.
Oh, yeah. Other than my Prem team, which was quite close, all of them would have dropped out in Champ. So every single Champ team would have got relegated that week before. So I'd have been Div 2, which would have been half the rewards what it is now.
Yeah. Jesus. That is actually mental. Anyway, let me bitch about the J League. Why the fuck
go for it.
are all the managers obsessed with just changing the entire team? It doesn't work.
It don't make sense at all.
Like, literally, Urawa have got... I get that they've got a few games because they're cramming them in because they're going off to the Club World Cup, which, by the way, if I win a single penny from them at the Club World Cup, I will print off each individual player from that lineup and eat them. I'll do it live on stream because it's not fucking happening. It's just not. They're dog shit. I thought they came into some nice form just around the Sakura time. They absolutely bottled it against second bottom for the Sakura special, which pissed me off enough. And then let me have a look what happened these last couple of weeks. So the week just gone, I had Watanabe on the bench, one of my best players. The week before, I had 2 players on the bench, 1 player not in the squad at all, not injured, nothing like that. The week before that, I think they were just absolutely wank. Oh, no. Niyakawa didn't play because Nishikawa was back, even though the manager said that he wouldn't be. And I've also realised that Savio, who is supposed to be their best player, gets hooked between the 60th and 70th minute every week. It does not matter how he's playing, he's getting hooked. So I know that if he's done fuck all by 60th minute, that's my week finished.
You're done. Yeah.
Yeah, can't be asked. The Racehall team last weekend, he rotated like almost the entire 11. Funnily enough, they got beat 3-0.
It's not like they're playing 3 games a week and they're knackered and things like that. And don't get me wrong, Japan's not the smallest country in the world, so he's travelling about and things like that.
Yeah.
But this should be able to play 2 games a week with a very consistent 11.
My thing is, listen, I know this is incredibly hypocritical of me. You are a professional athlete. If you can't play a game every 3 days, you should not be a professional athlete.
No.
It's not like they train in between. They don't go and train for 8 hours a day.
No, they don't,
like in between
they don't go
the
do
3
any sort
games.
of high intensity training.
Exactly. It'd all be tactical.
They get on a bike
it'd be some light work.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. So yeah. So listen, whoever the manager of Urawa is, can't remember. If you're listening, pal, if you could just fucking pack it in, that'd be absolutely class. I don't think he's a regular listener. I think he's caught a couple of episodes. But what are you laughing at? See, you know it's funny when I'm talking about Japanese football and my missus laughs because when I woke up at 7:30 to watch a game, you didn't find that funny, did you?
Nope, I was just raging.
Woke up at 7 o'clock on a Saturday to watch Urawa get beat.
Well, I think it as well. When I got the cards, and obviously you two were playing well, I thought, I might start getting quite involved in J League and things like that. And depending on if this does happen, I would potentially get a Super Rare team next season if they bring the split essence in.
Yeah, if there's a function where you can pick the essence you use in a craft.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that you now at the moment I've got. Because this is what's shitting me up at the moment. This is why I need it to actually happen. I've got 25 super rare essence. It is 64% champion, 32% Premier League, and 4% contender.
Yeah.
If I craft that as a tier 5 and get a contender, one, it don't help me.
No.
2, it could be shit.
And
3, I don't know what about them.
It will be near the end of their season.
It'll be at the end of their season, yeah. So I'm hoping they bring in being like, you choose your 20% or your 20 essence.
You'd be happy to put the Premier League in with the champion, same pool.
Yeah.
Like same you've got a chance getting Prem anyway. So yeah, that would be so shit. Especially if you got another Utah, considering he's injured again.
I know. But that card I've got's beautiful, so I don't care.
It is a very nice card.
I've actually been put like when he's back, I'm tempted to use that card in the lineup, even though it's less bonus, just so I can see the super rare in the lineup.
Plus, do you ever see those lineups where someone has got like a limited lineup, but they've got a random super rare, and you're just like, who the fuck is this guy? Who is this guy? That's you now. That's you, mate.
That's me. That's not bad.
Just put a DMP lineup out this weekend of just super rares in a limited. Just chuck them out for a laugh. Just put like they won't be a champion lineup though, will they?
No, they won't. All-star. Just put an all-star lineup with DMPs.
Yeah. Chuck an all-star lineup limited out. Or even better, chuck an all-star common with just super rares.
I might just put the 5 out that won it. Just keep putting them out. Like a parade.
Oh, that would actually be sick. Well,
what's your answer to that then? Because you asked me if anything surprised me.
The biggest thing that surprised me is the fact that Tottenham Hotspur can be in a competition called the Champions League, despite finishing 17th in the Premier League. The only 3 worst teams in the league were the teams that got relegated. And yet they're in the Champions League. Just stop calling it the Champions League. We've got about 14 teams playing in there next year.
And the only reason they're in it is because the team they beat are 16th in the Premier League.
Yeah. Honestly, it were a scrap up. It were a scrap between the 2 most underperforming teams in world football.
Yeah.
And one of them was guaranteed to be in the Champions League.
However, if you look at it, one of the teams that could have been in the final was Atletico Bilbao. They still qualified for the
Who?
Champions League. Bilbao?
Who Bilbao?
Is it Athletic Bilbao? I always say
Okay,
Atletico.
just checking, just
Yeah.
seeing if you
Yeah.
like pissed off the entire Basque region or just like a specific portion. Didn't know if it.
Yeah, we've
Is it
got a
technically- is
huge like area of
is-
listeners from there.
Is that technically racist?
I hope so.
We'll
Anyway,
say so. Listen, the person who'll be
yeah.
more pissed off is George. All right,
Yeah,
George will be fuming.
that's
knocking
because he
about
can't
calling
seem to get 5 stars.
Listen, that boy has won
Um,
fucking enough this year. You can't be taking piss out of
he
him.
has. He's won far more than me, even after this weekend.
I think he won more than you with a rare lineup.
Yeah, he will have.
Some boy.
I was gonna say
Some
something.
boy.
Yeah, so if you think Man U beat them, they're technically a Champions League team. So you can argue that it was the worst final in football history. It was 2 horrendous teams.
It was.
Neither of them deserve to be in there, but theoretically, on paper, they do. Or that Tottenham do.
Yeah, maybe. I think it just highlights an issue for me that it's just not the Champions League. The Club World Cup is closer to being a Champions League than the Champions
'Cause
League.
it's winners.
Just say European Cup with teams that we like. Just call it that. It's not as catchy. It's all off the tongue.
Is
It's
there
not
6
as
English teams in it now?
yeah, there will be. Yeah, because it was down to 5th.
Yeah.
So it'll be
Yeah.
Liverpool, Arsenal, City. I think Chelsea were the ones that
Chelsea,
ended up
Newcastle,
finishing
Tottenham.
Newcastle and Tottenham. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know,
That's
listen,
mental.
Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup. Absolutely massive.
I love it. I absolutely loved it.
love it. I'm desperate to see Eberici Eze play European football. Can't wait for that. The playoff final, the Championship playoff final, it's almost like I scripted it. Luke O'Nien went off in serious pain on gas and air. Perfect start. Bell end. Perfect start. Sheffield United go in front. I'm happy with that because it gives them a chance to bottle it. They have a goal disallowed. That's Chris Wilder fuming, just immediately fuming.
Yeah.
Excuses are in. Ben Brereton Diaz comes on for 15 minutes, gets injured, looks like he's in a lot of pain, goes off. That's perfect. Joe Bellingham, the most overrated player in world football, has a generational stinker. Get the fuck in. And Sunderland somehow still turn it round, and there's Sheffield United tears everywhere. It's perfect.
And it had to be Kiefer Moore that fucked it after I've had him used to have him in my gallery for so long and he was fucking shit. So at least Kiefer Moore would have wanted to fuck it as well.
That pass was horrid.
Horrid.
Also,
by the way,
Spain,
you know what?
Spain have got 5 Champions League teams as well. Villarreal, Athletic Bilbao, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and Barcelona.
Isn't there another team that got European football in Spain? One of the biggest teams.
I don't think
one of the biggest teams.
Not any good ones. Oh, that little bold fella. What's he called?
Yeah, the King of Spain.
The King of Spain himself.
My hero in Sora has got European football next season.
Increíble, as they say in Spain.
I think is it Conference League? Yeah, it's Conference League as well, so they've got a chance in it.
They could have been Europa League.
Yeah.
But they ended up being Conference League, didn't they?
And Conference League, based on the fact that they had the same points and the same goal difference as Osasuna, but they beat Osasuna and drew to them in their 2 games that season, so that's the reason that they finished above them.
I love the head-to-head rule.
I do.
Another thing that I quite like, I like random teams winning domestic cups.
Yes.
I don't 100%. Know who
100%.
won the Copa del Rey. I assume it was some wanky Spanish team. Let's have a look. It was probably Barcelona or Madrid, wasn't it? Copa del Rey. Who won that? Yeah, shock. Barcelona beat Real Madrid in the final. Why bother playing it? But obviously, Palace won the FA Cup.
Yep.
Bologna won the Coppa Italia.
Yep.
And Stuttgart won the Pokal. So, like,
you missed one.
Which one have I missed?
Celtic lost in the final at Cup in Scotland as well, didn't they?
That's incredible. I'm pretty. Did PSG win the what's the French Cup called? I actually don't know what it's
I
called.
don't even know.
I'm going to assume they won it, so I'm going to go to PSG's thing.
Coupe de la Liga.
The Coupe de la Liga.
That's
That
what it
doesn't sound
says.
right. It's the Coupe de France. The Coupe de France. And PSG won that. Yeah, shock horror. So yeah, boring.
Yeah, bollocks.
But 3 out of 5.
Shite.
3 out of 5, I think, is pretty good. Bologna have had a couple of good years because they finished Champions League, didn't they? Last season. And then
Is that who that
won the cup.
guy I've got as a forward plays for? I should know this.
I nearly said the Italian lad. Is it?
He is
I thought
Italian,
was-
isn't
Yeah, no, I know, but what a stupid thing to say when you're on about the Italian Cup.
he? It is. Cambiaghi.
Cambiaghi, that's a boy. Yeah. They've got some
Yeah.
lovely players. Orsolini, great player.
Is that? Do they get
what's
Europe
the
next year?
Swiss lad? Yeah. I think they finished.
That's another one.
Yeah, because I think they finished 9th in the league, but won the cup, so get a place. And
Mate,
Fiorentina finished 5th.
I've got so many European players in that now.
Roma, Lazio, and Milan, I'm pretty sure, all missed out on European football.
That's mad, is that?
That's mental, isn't it? Because the top 4 was Napoli, Inter, Atalanta, and Fiorentina.
Yeah.
Actually, did Fiorentina finish 5th? I realise I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I do have one more topic to talk about if you want to.
Juventus were 4th. Sorry, Fiorentina finished 6th. Roma finished 5th and got European football. I'm talking bollocks. What were you saying?
Shall we go off topic for one more conversation?
Yes.
I've got a delivery coming tomorrow. You've had a few deliveries lately. You've had a few pickups lately.
Yes.
Because we are 30 plus.
Wait. Shall I show you?
Yeah,
Shall I show you? I'll show you.
Yeah, go get it.
Oh, this is more exciting than your card.
So while Adam's now just left the chair and left me on his own, do I give it away? 'Cause he's going to come back.
Yeah.
We've got into a childhood like nostalgic collection period again.
Yep.
Go on, you show it. Oh, it's the binder that you've got. I thought you were going to bring out like the booster box.
No.
We've I say we. Adam's got severely into it.
It's fucking beautiful. Look at these bad boys. Look at them. Oh, they're so
You and
pretty.
camera glare.
Who cares? Fuck camera glare. Look at these beautiful boys. Look at them. Oh.
I want to do something here before you'll love this.
Are you bringing up your?
How do I get onto it? Yeah.
So, because you've done something that I haven't done yet.
This is my first one.
Yeah. So we're talking about Pokemon cards because, like Aaron said, 30 plus. It's what my childhood was Pokemon. I've still got Pokemon games under the bed. I fucking love it. It's the best collectible ever.
I still go back to like the games every now and then just for like a week of playing it, and then I just stop again for ages.
Same. It's the only reason I'd get a Nintendo Switch is just to play Pokemon.
Yeah.
But yeah, my mate was
like,
like,
really fucking good.
Yeah, my mate said that as well. He was like, I really want to start collecting cards. And I've always been like, I'd love to, but like, I don't know. And then I was like, he was like, I want someone to do it with. And I was like, I'll fucking do it with you. No problem. I don't particularly care about chasing these ones that are like 800 quid, £1,000, £2,000. That would be incredible. But my thing was always the collection, having a binder full of cards, because it looks fucking great. Like, it looks sick. So anyone who's got any full arts or alternate arts for Shrouded Fable and Twilight Masquerade, hook me up on the old telly bob on Discord if you need to, because I'm in the market. Speaking of in the market, have you found it?
Yeah, I want to say, you ready for me to share this?
Yeah.
This
Come
should
on.
be arriving tomorrow. Now, if people
Stunning.
don't fully understand what this is my first ever PSA 10 Pokemon card. Now, people will be
And it's
thinking,
beautiful.
what does that mean? What the fuck is it? Why is it not English? So, a lot of is it mainly Japanese and English? I think there is other ones. I think you
Korean.
can get like Korean.
Korean's
Yeah, I was
Korean's
gonna
big, yeah.
say, yeah. So basically, Japanese Pokemon cards to me, I think aesthetically look better than English ones.
I agree. Listen, this is why the Sakura cards went mental. People love Japanese collectible cards.
Yeah, like it's mad. So I was scouting because I'm a Gen 1
Yeah, me
nerd.
too.
I'm a Gen 1 guy. Most people are when you're our age,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And basically, it was either Gyarados or Dragonite was the one that I wanted. And I came across this and I thought, let me have a look. And it is just a stunning
It is a lovely
PSA
card.
10,
The rainbow cards are so
Mint 10,
nice.
Dragonite V-Star, Hyper Rare.
From the Pokemon
It's
Go
just,
collection as well. Nice.
yeah, like it's unbelievable. I even like the back more of
Yeah, 'cause it's the
Japanese than the
gold,
English
the
cards.
pink. Yeah.
So that is arriving tomorrow for
What I
less
will
than
say,
40 Great British pounds.
PSA, I don't understand sometimes how someone as a company becomes like the market leader,
Yeah.
because they grade cards. If you don't know, they grade collectible cards based on like the condition of the card, whether there's any defects, how central the alignments are, if there's any like fading on the edges, any scuffs, scratches, whatever. They do not tell you when they send it back how they have come to the grade that they've come to. So if you look at a card and think that, wow, that's perfect, and it comes back as a PSA 7, one, if it's a big card, there will be hundreds, if not thousands of pounds difference. And two, it's just shit. They're basically saying your card looks shit.
Yeah.
There is a company called Tag.
Yeah.
Have you seen Tag?
Yeah.
So, one,
The after service is mad.
the packaging that they send it back in is miles better because it's in a pack. You get to like reopen that card one last time. They show you the scoring, and on the card, on this like sleeve that they send it in the case, it has a QR code that you can scan, and it gives you the most detailed breakdown of why they've scored it there. They'll give you exact alignments, tell you where any defects are, look at the corners, like show you the corners. I don't understand how they're not the market leader. And the other thing that PSA do is if they give you a 10, so they give you PSA 10 of like, let's say for example, this Umbreon from Prismatic Evolution, as a PSA 10, it's worth like $2,000. They will then charge you more because they know it's worth more money.
Yeah. You get an estimated price when you send it.
Yeah.
And then depending on how your grading goes, they can just charge you more money. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
Fucking nuts.
The only issue, well, not issue. The only thing I have with that is if you send it off and they have to charge more because they don't do that and they go to a set price, they would have to probably increase it. If you then got a shit grade, you're paying more for a shit grade, which
Aaron,
I get.
It already costs $25 per card.
Costs a fortune.
All they're doing is this. Yeah. Some of them, I'm pretty sure they go, nah, that'd be too expensive. Give it an 8.
Oh, not to believe every video you see, but I have seen some unbelievable videos now where people have got an 8 and they've looked and gone, I can't see an issue. Yeah. They crack it, they resend it, it comes back as a 10.
It comes back to 10. Yeah, it's bullshit. If the person grading it, no, because they literally tell you why. I don't understand why someone who's telling you why grading something is then not telling you why it has been graded like that. It doesn't make sense. So PSA, if you're listening, we've got a real varied audience, haven't we? You can get fucked. I won't be sending you my cards anyway because I don't care about getting them graded. So fuck off. My best pull was like £35 though. I was quite happy with that.
It'd be interesting to see. I mean, I don't know how much tag costs because I've always wanted to send a card off. So
Yeah.
I'll never forget when me and the missus were in Asda one night. I can't remember why we were up. It was like nowhere near ours. We'd stopped to pick some dinner up for the day after because we'd been late. And we were walking through Asda, and I just went, I'm just off to look to see if they've got any Pokemon cards in. It was around COVID time,
I do that now
so
as well.
everything went nuts.
Yeah.
And I went over, and they had some on the shelf, but there weren't many left. So I bought like one of the blister packs of 3,
Yeah.
and I was like, 16 quid or something. And I was like, yeah, sick. Took it home, and I literally said to our lass, who does not give a flying shit what Pokemon cards are, I just went to her, I went, oh, in this pack, if there is a shiny Charizard VMAX, I think it was, I was like, that card is like 150 quid. I was like, and I've only paid